Your boy's been getting in a little bit of a Twitter beef recently with these fake W2K23 leakers. Well, one specifically, and the most delusional one, King Tony, which I'll talk about later on in the video. But there's three leakers I want to talk about in today's video, and all three of them I find are just complete BS and completely misleading the community. There's a difference between being hopeful and speculating, and then acting like you have insider knowledge and what you're speaking is fact. The first one is fun to do and fun to speculate with the community. The second one is just malicious and misleading. So with that being said, like the Street Profits say,
we want the smoke!
Well, in that case, it's more like I want to smoke, so let's rerun that. I
want the smoke! That's fatal!
Now, I'm not going to go too hard on the leaker. I think the leaker is the most innovative out of the three leakers. They're the first one to start doing it. They're the first leaker to come out of nowhere. They started in December 19th, and they're sort of having fun with it, right? I still think they're fake and they're BSing, but they're having fun with it, okay? Now, I want you to do something watching, okay? After this video, just go through all of his tweets, right? Just literally not too many. You can scroll down to the bottom fairly fast. Go through every single tweet and just tell me which one is proof that he knows what he's talking about, or proof that they have insider knowledge of 2K23. Because if you go through every single tweet, it is nothing but educated guesses and speculation. There's not a single tweet here that is proof that they know what they're talking about. I do think what they're saying is fun, and it's fun to speculate, but I'm not a fan of them acting like they have insider knowledge and what they're spewing is fact. Now let's talk about the most recent SmackDown, alright? On December 25th, they tweeted this out right here. 1/13/23, which is January 13th, 2023, and then they had a little Bray Wyatt, follow the rabbit video playing, okay? For those who saw on that SmackDown, there was rumors circulating around that we were going to get a W2K22 teaser. Mike Straw, being like one of the only reliable leakers, also said that we were going to get some sort of 2K23 teaser on SmackDown. Now notice what Mike Straw said. If we do get a teaser, it's going to be something small. If. Not that there were rumors circulating that we were getting a teaser. If we do get a teaser, it would be something small. Probably like a logo reveal or something, right? If we got a teaser, okay? So the SmackDown comes along, and what do we get? Well, we get absolutely nothing when it comes to W2K23. Instead, we get a little teaser of Bray Wyatt teasing The Fiend for his upcoming Royal Rumble match with LA Knight. Because right before that teaser, Bray Wyatt came out to cut a promo for his Royal Rumble match. That had nothing to do with 2K23. Absolutely nothing. That was to tease the Royal Rumble match. And if you go through all of the leakers' tweets, they're all just educated guesses. They're tweets that you could make, and you could be a leaker. For example, this year's 2K Showcase will feature another legend. 12 matches. All but one of the legends featured are on disc. That's so generic. You could tweet that out. You could say that this year's Showcase would feature another legend. Yeah. And then say there's 12 matches. You know what I mean? And then there's tweets like this that would prove that you did know something about it, if correct. They stated that there's going to be a deluxe edition called the Feed Your Head edition, featuring Bray Wyatt and a bunch of DLCs with Bray Wyatt. And then they also said that there's going to be a Bloodline edition featuring the Bloodline and some other superstars as DLC. So with that right there, you would only know if you had insider knowledge, right? So these tweets, if true, would prove that, yeah, they knew some stuff. But everything else is just educated guesses. Because in the end, they're a fan. And their educated guesses are also them just being hopeful with what they want in the game. Like, for example, My Rise will heavily feature Toxic Attraction, Lily and Alexa Bliss, The Bloodline, The Judgment Day, Imperium, North American Championship. All these stuff right here are just educated guesses and also stuff that they hope will be featured in it, right? So let's say My Rise drops and these four are in it, but everything else is not. Does that mean he's a leaker? Does that mean he just got lucky with 4 out of everything on the list? So the people that are following this leaker guy have to not get too attached to these tweets because, yeah, he might get 1 or 2 things right. But out of the whole list of 30, he'll get 28 wrong and then 2 right. Doesn't mean he's a leaker. And then there's tweets of them tweeting out a bunch of females that are going to be in the roster. You could do this as well. You could just tweet out a bunch of superstars and be like, they're in 2K23. And again, if you get 5 of these right out of the 15 you tweeted out or the 20 you tweeted out, you got 5 right, but you got lucky with the 5. That's all that is. If the whole list of superstars is correct, then that's different. You are 100% a leaker. You knew your stuff. You know what you're talking about. Here's another crazy one. They tweet out every single person that's a DLC superstar. That's a ballsy tweet, right? Obviously, if this whole list is right, the leaker, you know, bow down to you. You are the leaker. But they tweeted out the whole DLC list. Now, I'm not sure if you know what happens when you tweet out leaks on Twitter, but that shit gets DMCA'd. You will get this little icon on that tweet saying DMCA'd, it's been removed due to copyright. If these leakers had actual inside knowledge from 2K, you really think that, first of all, the 2K employee would be risking their job to just, here you go, buddy, here's all this free information for you to tweet out. Yeah, go ahead, tweet it out, bro. Go ahead, tweet it out. These tweets are obviously going to gain traction. So the insider is going to know that the person has been tweeting it out and spewing the information. And they're just totally okay with it. They're just totally okay with continuing giving the person information, hoping that they won't leak their identity of who the insider is, risking their job at 2K. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I'll give you an example of Call of Duty. When someone tweets out an image of Call of Duty's next season, boom, immediately DMCA'd. So you're telling me that the leaker and the other leakers can just tweet all this information of what's coming up for W2K23 in detail and not get a single DMCA? That tells you something right there. So let's backtrack a little bit and let's go back to that SmackDown Bray Wyatt teaser. So the Bray Wyatt teaser happens, which by the way is an old video. It happened on September 2nd, 2019. It was when Bray Wyatt was addressing the Hell in a Cell rumors, and they just took this part right here and put it in SmackDown as the teaser. So when the teaser turned out to be this old video, the leaker now had to scramble. Oh my god, 2K23 didn't get leaked. Oh my god, 2K23 news didn't happen. Now what am I gonna do? I gotta fix this. Now this is why I won't give the leaker too much shit, because they're very innovative. So what do? They tweet out immediately. Full circle. All the details matter. Erase your mind, feed your head. You know how cryptic, they get all cryptic and edgy, right? And they tweeted out the video of Bray Wyatt addressing the Hell in a Cell rumors. They then said, who was rumored to be in Hell in a Cell match at this year's Rumble? Finn and who? Finn and Edge, for those who don't know. And Edge is supposed to be the showcase superstar. They've been teasing that, right? So now somehow they're tying the fact that the 2K23 teaser never happened to the fact that the showcase superstar is Edge. They're trying to tie it all together that the showcase superstar is Edge and that this teaser is for 2K23 because it was a Hell in a Cell rumor. And because it was a Hell in a Cell rumor, Edge is supposed to face Finn Balor in Hell in a Cell. Right? Okay, let's continue. The darkness was always his home. And he has a video of Bray Wyatt attacking Mick Foley. Not even the devil's favorite demon saw it coming. He has a video of The Fiend attacking Kane. Not even the shine of a gold medal could help. He has a video of The Fiend attacking Kurt Angle. Then he says they were no match for him, but they still made it in the showcase. Again, full circling it all the way back to Edge being the showcase star, and because The Fiend attacked all these superstars will be in the Edge showcase. So, I can't hate the leaker too bad, bro. This is genius. This is genius for the leaker. Like, the way he can just manipulate and automatically phone in his story and his dialogue, that's just genius, okay? I can't be that mad at the leaker. But you can see that this right here is just literally him panicking in hopes to try and make it make sense so that people don't call him out and say he's fake, right? I mean, like, even this one, look at this. Spoiler, it isn't Uncle Howdy calling out to Alexa Bliss. Wait. It was Uncle Howdy in the end, wasn't it? Yikes. We won't talk about this tweet. Let's pass by that one. Another thing is, during that SmackDown where the Bray Wyatt tease happened, WWE Games tweeted out, who's watching SmackDown, right? Now this right here was very coincidental. I mean, even the leaker took the opportunity to try and phone it in the story by quote tweeting it and then adding the rabbit. But if you click on WWE Games and you scroll down, you'll see that it's not out of the ordinary for WWE Games to tweet out during SmackDown talking about SmackDown and asking if anyone's watching and dropping any prediction. So just because during the rumor that there was a 2K23 teaser on SmackDown, WWE Games so happens to also tweet out who's watching SmackDown, doesn't mean that there was going to be a W2K23 teaser, right? That's why it never happened in the end. That's why it was just a rumor that it might happen, and if it does happen, it'll be something small. Turns out nothing happened, and it was just a coincidence that WWE Games so happened to also tweet out anyone watching SmackDown. And then the leaker tried to run with it and create a narrative. So out of the three leakers, The leaker has the higher chance of being believable just because they spew out so much information that they're bound to get something right. And also, if you notice that their name is the leaker 03/14/23, as in March 14, 2023 is the game's release date. So they claim they know a lot of stuff, and if anyone would get anything right, it would probably be the leaker. But I'm just trying to show you how there's an answer for everything when you're looking through the leaker's tweets, and they have yet to provide any proof that they know anything. Now let's talk about the biggest joke when it comes to the leakers. King Antonio, the elite guy. Oh my god, this guy has so many people manipulated and convinced that they know an insider and that what they're spewing is W2K23 leaks. Now the same thing I said about the leaker. If someone's spewing actual leaks, they are getting DMCA'd. 2K is not going to let that slide. By the way, 2K is owned by Take-Two Interactive, who is known for DMCAing their properties. So they will not let massive leaks like this slide, I'll tell you right now. But let's go through some of King Antonio's tweets. Not too many of them, but just some of them. And then we have King Antonio, who, by the way, claims that their insider is Zero News. So just straight up saying who the insider is, or the person who knows the insider, right? Just straight up outing them. No worry for a lawsuit or anything like that, breaching any contracts, anything like that. No worry for that. Hey guys, here's my insider right here. Here's his name. This is the guy who knows the insider. Any information I'm telling you, blame this guy, who, by the way, is Zero News. You know, no beef with him, but they've been also known to not get things correct. So not the best insider. Now I just want you to scroll through King Antonio's tweets. Try your hardest to scroll through them and read some of them. You will notice that everything they say, per insider source, per my insider source, by the way, everything they state is just reiterating what the leaker has said already. They reiterate exactly what the leaker's saying, but just spin it a little bit and add their own little twist to it to make it look like it's theirs and it's from their insider. When really, they're just copying what the leaker is saying and just trying to get the clout off it. It's all it is. This King Antonio guy is just trying to get attention from what the leaker has been putting out. Per my insider source, remember this tweet for the Diva fans. Tweeting out a bunch of divas that are going to be in the game. This does not include Paige, by the way. Okay, not Paige. Okay, I don't want to be labeled as a wrong leaker. It's not Paige, by the way. But everyone else will be in the game. Every person on this list right here, the leaker has already stated will be in the roster, okay? And also, looking at this list, it's not far-fetched. It's very plausible we will get these female superstars in 2K23. Trish Stratus? Whoa! Going against the grain there, bro. Hold on, Beth Phoenix? Dog, no one would have guessed that. Holy shit. And he also quote tweets the leaker as well. And by the way, don't compare it to the leaker. He hates that, okay? But he likes to quote tweet the leaker as well and saying, Isla Dawn was one of the people that were removed from the DLC because the leaker says, just got word that 2 DLC superstars have been scrapped and King Antonio is claiming that Isla Dawn is one of them. This could be subject to change though. Just remember, guys, okay? This is indeed true information. Hashtag W2K23. But if I'm wrong, it's because it was subject to change. So, I am the best leaguer. So even if it's wrong, I let you guys know it was subject to change, by the way. So, Isla Dawn is one of them, but if she's not, it's because it was changed. Okay, here's another tweet. 03/14/23. The rabbit. Huh. By the way, he loves using this melting face emoji. I don't know why. He tweets it all the time. But here they tweet out a date claiming they know when the game's being released. Where have we seen that number before? Oh, it's the leaker's name. It's the numbers in the leaker's name. Oh, original, King Antonio. You are so original with that one, dude. Insider leaker right there. What do we got next? Where's your source? You're such a fluke. Where do you get this information from? You just love making this up. Let me remind you where my info comes from. Insider. He really pasted what insider means. This is the person right here that is apparently claiming they have all the 2K23 info and news. This person right here. This is the person. This is the person that they're believing. My favorite is they have these little Twitter talks called the Elite. Now, hey, you do you. I'm glad you're getting a little community going on there. But you can't really hear these Twitter spaces. Like, you know how usually when a Twitter space is finished, you can re-listen to it? A lot of these you can't, but there is one right here. Let's check it out.
Hello, WWE Universe. I just want to give a special thanks to you guys for tuning in on my first live space as I discuss the live updates, rumors, leaks, and more with you guys. I so much appreciate you guys.
Let them cook. Oh, rumors, news, leaks, let them cook.
Be aware that the QR code that has been provided is for the Royal Rumble 23 weekend. So go ahead and get excited for that. If you missed my space, then you missed out on a lot of information confidential.
Wait, what? We missed out on a lot of information that were confidential.
Information confidential that I share, but it's okay because I will have more to gather up for you guys.
Hey, I may be publicly speaking about confidential information, but don't worry. There is more confidential information that I will be spreading and letting you guys know about. DMCAs? No, I ain't worried about any of that. I'm not worried about getting sued. I'm actually best friends with the 2K higher-ups. They love when I spread confidential information now. They love it.
As we approach the dates for 2K23 and so more. So I want you guys to get in gear, be prepared. If you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out to me. I am definitely the type to, answer you guys' questions.
Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions about 2K23. I am definitely the type to just spew out random bullshit to answer your question. So yeah, if you have any questions about 2K23, let me know, and I will definitely give you nothing but hard, confidential facts. Despite the news and rumors of leaks of a Bray Wyatt Deluxe Edition, I cannot confirm that is the case. It don't sound accurate per insiders with what I gathered, but I can keep you guys 100 with adrenaline in your soul. That is indeed making its way into 2K23. So the Bray Wyatt Deluxe Edition is not confirmed. It's not possible. It just doesn't sound accurate per his insider. But Cody Rhodes will be in 2K23. I bet you didn't see that one coming. The leaker says there will be a QR code in the first W2K23 teaser. King Antonio says this is 100% true, so be prepared. Don't say he didn't warn you. The leaker is saying that there will be a QR code in the first W2K23 teaser, meaning that when the teaser happens, there will be a QR code in that teaser. Not that the QR code is going to be the first teaser. This one's hilarious. This guy says, I just hope you don't delete your account when the actual trailer drops. Hopefully your leaks are as reliable as you seem. And then this guy goes, hopefully you delete yours when all that shit he says becomes a reality. And then he goes, don't ever disrespect the elites. Yeah. Don't you ever disrespect the elites. I won't be surprised if that QR code pops up on SmackDown tonight, but that's just my opinion. And the QR code did pop up. Guess what? It wasn't for 2K23. This guy calls him out, you're just getting everything from the leaker. Is that so? I give credit where it's due, and I don't mean we're working together. No one said you're working together. We're just telling you how it is that all your info is directly from the leaker. I'm telling you, just go through his tweets. Everything he claims, you can compare it to what the leaker said, and you will find that the leaker said it first. Started at 900 followers, and now we're at 1.5k. Thank you, guys. Hey, listen. I'm glad you're making a following, and I'm glad you are getting a following. But it's very clear the reason you're doing this. It's just to gain followers and attention, dude. But you could do that in a better way than being misleading and just constantly lying to your followers in hopes to gain more followers. Hey, remember when he said that the Bray Wyatt edition wasn't happening? Well, the cat's out of the bag, so fuck it. Bianca and Cody Standard Edition. Bray Wyatt Feed Your Head Edition. Special Edition Bloodline. Oh, so it looks like the Bray Wyatt edition is happening, apparently, according to you now. Oh, wait, where did we see this before? The leaker. The leaker said this already. Ah, okay, now you say that the Deluxe Edition is the Bray Wyatt version. Got it, got it. You gotta stay consistent, dude. You gotta stay consistent. Now let's talk about where I chime in, right? I tweet out this right here. Me watching SmackDown tonight, pointing out any sort of resemblance to the number 23. You know, funny little joke, as in like, oh, look, the number 23, 2K23 confirmed. You know, nice little joke, right? This guy quote retweets me and goes, the same dude who called me and the leaker fake, but is looking forward to the news that Mike Straw Media broke just to reveal teases that the leaker confirmed months in advance. What a loser. Sit on your couch and enjoy the show. King Antonio, I understand your room temperature IQ, but just because I'm looking forward to 2K23, I'm sure we all are, because Mike Straw broke the news, yeah, I'm going to be hyped when Mike Straw tweets about it, because Mike Straw is reliable, something that you and the leaker are not, okay? Capiche? We have that understanding, right? That's why I believe Mike Straw Media. That's why I'm hype if he tweets it out. And now you. We good? Okay. The leaker confirmed it months in advance. Confirmed what months in advance? The teaser that we got on SmackDown, we just established. There was no 2K23 teaser. So the leaker didn't confirm shit. Anyone can do what the leaker just did, okay? I can tweet out right now. You can tweet out right now. Tweet out next week's Friday, okay? Tweet out 11/20/2023. And then add on a Bray Wyatt quote, okay? Then add on the white rabbit emoji. Then end it with the hashtag W2K23. Now guess what? If next Friday we get a teaser for W2K23, you just guessed it right, and you are now a leaker. No. He just tweeted out a random Friday, and that Friday so happened to have another Bray Wyatt promo. Because guess what? Bray Wyatt is on SmackDown, and Bray Wyatt has been given promos on SmackDown. So of course, if you tweet out some sort of Bray Wyatt teaser claiming it's going to happen on a Friday, no shit. What, is it going to happen on a Monday Night Raw? No, it's going to happen on a Friday. Numbnuts. They then tweeted out this. Oh, by the way, I want you guys to remember this tweet. One of my followers let me know that I was missing out on 2K23 news, and I said, oh, really? Who is it? And they said, search King Antonio. And then I said, oh, that dude's hella fake news. I already got proof from an insider source that him and the leaker are fake. Thanks, though. Now, what I mean by that, and because I actually saw proof from an insider, I can't talk more about it because I don't want to risk that person's job. And I saw proof that the actual insider is claiming that what the leaker is saying and this King Antonio guy is complete bullshit. And obviously, because he's an actual insider, I'm not going to jeopardize his career. So I'm just going to leave it at that. But that's what I tweeted out, right? And this guy got all salty about it. Fake leakers always get so salty when you call them up for being fake, by the way. And then someone replied to him and said, but you don't have any actual proof, which is true. Then they said, that's the thing. We told you it was never going to be anything big. I said QR code teaser, and you couldn't follow the rabbits. So now you have to solve the puzzle by yourself. What? Look at the backtracking that King Antonio and the leaker are doing because the teaser on SmackDown was not 2K23 related. Oh, per his insider scoop, the code has been broken. That Bray Wyatt teaser was teasing the Bray Wyatt Deluxe Edition. Now he's definitely a Bray Wyatt Deluxe Edition believer. He wasn't before, and then he eventually was because the leaker tweeted about it. And now he really is because now his insider said it too. So now he's really a believer of the Bray Wyatt Deluxe Edition. So the SmackDown tease happens and I tweet out a sarcastic tweet. Wow, what a great W2K23 teaser that was on SmackDown. The leakers sure were right. Now hopefully we see that they're just bullshit. Makes sense why homie privated his Twitter. He replies with, actually it's not private. 100 emoji. Secondly, what you seen was definitely what we expected. Melting face, white rabbit. I'm glad you know you're relying on us. No one's relying on you. Nobody. I'm certainly not relying on you. Let me tell you that, okay? All my info that I believe is from Mike Straw Media, okay? And the leaker. I never covered your ass, okay? This is the only attention I'm giving you, by the way. And then obviously he quote tweeted the leaker. I'm so glad he's doing this because I didn't think of it. Going to have a lot of you eating your own words. Be prepared. Follow the buzzards. Like I said, even if you get 2 or 3 things right, you're not making any of the doubters eat their words. Eating our words is you getting everything right, which, by the way, you're just copying the leaker. So if the leaker gets everything right, then the leaker will be making me eat my own words. You will make anyone eat their words. I promise you that. But besides that, I'm losing brain cells just reading his tweets, but just go through King Antonio's tweets and try and find any sort of proof that they know what they're talking about, okay? And if you're going through King Antonio's tweets, just compare everything he's saying to what the leaker already tweeted, and you will see that the leaker already tweeted it first. So I just uploaded a video talking about the news that Mike Straw broke, that there's going to be a 2K23 event at the Royal Rumble and all that stuff. You know, reliable source, so of course I covered it, right? Smack Talks, a 2K YouTuber, great guy, they made a video on the news as well, and they claimed that they think that the new mode could be Create a Tower, because there's a hidden area in 2K22 called the conference room, and in the conference room, on the whiteboard, there's some writing that says, create a tower, pseudo story creator, long towers, 15 plus matches, right? And it has like ideas that 2K themselves wrote, right? Because 2K made this conference room. It's a hidden room. It's not playable, but if you're on PC, you can access it. I highly recommend you check out Smack Talk's video. So then I tweet out that I think Smack Talks nailed it on the head and got it spot on that the new mode is going to be create a tower. Not that I want it to be create a tower, but I just think that that's what it could be because 2K has clearly thought about it before, right? Now, it's just speculation, right? That's why when I tweeted it out, I'm tweeting it out as if it's speculation, not fact. Something that King Antonio and the leaker don't do. They tweet it out as if it's fact. He quote tweets me and says, negative. Haha. 100 emoji. Who's your source, man? That dude is fake as hell. Who's my source? 2K themselves. Because they put it in the game. I can't. Do you guys see what I'm going back and forth with on Twitter right now? Do you see? This is why I'm not engaging with him anymore. You see what I'm going back and forth with on Twitter here? So I applaud you if you're able to go through his Twitter and read his tweets. I'm telling you, you're not going to find any sort of information from his tweets that the leaker hasn't already said. But please, feel free to go through his tweets. Now, for someone who has a lot of inside information and someone who knows a lot, right? They definitely must have done it in the past, right? Like, you know, if you're someone who's been leaking this stuff, you definitely have done it in the past, right? Well, let's check it out, right? What do we got here? His Instagram. He has an Instagram. Let's check it out. All right. Okay. He had to have leaked stuff in the past, right? All right, so nothing leak-worthy on your Instagram. Interesting. Oh, you have a YouTube channel. I'm sure there's something on there, right? Something that you leaked on there, right? Because you're so open about these leaks. There has to be something you put on there, right? 3 videos. No leaks. Again, did you notice something? If I go back to his Instagram, Antonio Gethers. But his name is King Antonio. So if I type in Antonio Gethers on Twitter, what happens? Interesting. His old account pops up. Let's check out what he has to say. Oh, wow. Look, he's gotten a beef with What's the Status in 2019. What's the Status quote tweets him and says, "Don't do this again, man." Because King Antonio says it is a female My Career mode. King Antonio says, "You're worried about the wrong thing. I have a 100% opinion and what I believe. Nobody said it was legit. I said there will be, and that is my opinion, so stop." Oh, he doesn't claim he has any insider information this time. It's just that his opinion is that there will be a female My Career mode, which there was in 2K19, but it was just his opinion. It wasn't an insider. Status says, "You just said that there was one." King Antonio says, "Exactly, I did say it, and that's my opinion. So stop with the bullshit. Just like you can think, I can think, so bye." So look at this. He claims that there was going to be a female My Career mode. Turns out that there was one. But it was just his opinion. He was just guessing. Right? But he was right. Is he a leaker? No, he's not. King Antonio tweets out your opinions on his Fiend creator wrestler. Status says a decent creator wrestler. It definitely is a decent creator wrestler, and I know it's not real. So anybody who does... and I know it's not real. So anybody who don't like what I post, your mom's a hoe. Status says, you asked for opinion, so I gave you one. Decent creator wrestler. Oh, please. You definitely didn't mean that in a nice way. You know what you were doing. You've been at my throat for the longest when it comes to my tweets. So please stop trying to get clout off my name. Oh my god. This guy is... Oh my god. Yo, Walmart leaking news. So I'm guessing we're getting a WWE SmackDown edition. That would explain Kurt Angle signing autographs. We'll just have to wait for more news. His insider is Walmart this time? This guy's just tweeting out Walmart leaks and saying that his insider news? Like, look at this one. 2018. Yo, Cornell Gunter. Where's that dude that said Ciampa was in the game? Cornell tweets at him. Antonio Gethers. He's already in the game. Never said he was DLC. Cornell says, so neither him nor Nikki Cross was confirmed on the initial roster reveal or the DLC, but they're in the game. You're a dumbass if you think they're not in. Please be patient. They're in the game. Ciampa and Nikki were never in the game for 2K19, by the way. So, laugh my ass off. Keep on being 90% right, dude. LOL, they're not in. One of the YouTubers has a video dropping tomorrow or Thursday confirming they're not in, dog. And look at all the tweets being deleted by this guy. Look at all the tweets being deleted by this guy when he's wrong. Because whenever he's wrong, he mass deletes everything and then hides until the next 2K game comes out. And also, who's he even arguing with? Cornell Gunter, a global live service manager at 2K. He's a global live service manager at 2K. And this guy is arguing with him, saying that I know what's in the game more than you do. You see what I mean when I say that this King Antonio guy is the most delusional leaker out of them all? Just constantly delusional. And finally, to top it all off, BDE, a huge 2K YouTuber, made a video exposing Antonio Gethers back in WWE 2K19. He has a video right here called Exposing Antonio Gethers, where he talks about all the BS that Antonio says on Twitter, as well as the beef that he had with BDE, because Antonio was jealous that he wasn't invited to play the game early and that the big YouTubers were.
You've tweeted multiple times that Tommaso and Nikki will appear in Towers mode as unlockables. No, they are not. They're not in the game. You gotta let it go. They're not in the game. As sad as I am about it, I love Tommaso and Nikki. They are not in the game. Let it go. Community Creations got you. We got people like the Frack that will get that going. Let it go.
Well, let me tell you something. Newsflash. It's a lot of source information out here. And it's not just dealing with...
Oh, speaking of source information, I'm sorry I keep pausing. Speaking of source information, this man literally tweeted out the other day. He was saying from like the 13th that he had a source on the inside. He played the game. He knew all the stuff that was there. He had people digging into the files and figuring out that people are hidden away and stuff like that. Literally, like a day or two ago, he tweeted out, I don't know if the tweet is still up. If it is, I'll pop it up on screen. He tweeted like 2 days ago. He's like, guys, I have a confession, but I didn't actually have a source. I was just getting everyone's information. It's not a source. It's not a source, bro. It's not a source. You literally speculated and you got people's hopes up for stuff that could have been in the game, but isn't. You're gonna lose credibility like that. And I don't want that. Don't lose your credibility.
So BDE exposes him for his lies and squashes that beef, right? If you go to the description and you click on Antonio's video, it's been deleted because he got outed as being wrong. You are a complete fraud and you do this every year. You may have them fooled, but you don't have me fooled. The only person that might get something correct is the leaker. And even then, like I said, he gets 5 things right out of 30. Doesn't mean he is an insider. He just got very lucky with educated guesses. Do better, bro. Moving on, we have pro wrestling headlines. Now, I'm not going to go too into this guy. I think he's fine. You know, he doesn't pretend he knows stuff. He doesn't constantly tweet out BS to get followers and likes. I think they're fine, although I do have to talk about them a little bit. One thing I like about them is that they do go against the other leakers. Like, they're skeptical about the leaker, and they tweet out pretty common sense stuff. Like, when the leaker says that Quincy was out, Pro Wrestling Headlines said, if y'all believe that Quincy Elliott was set to be DLC, that's just unfortunate. You know, of course Quincy was out after what happened. So, common sense stuff. That's something I like about Pro Wrestling Headlines. One thing I don't like about them is that they're a little soft, though. They tweeted this out right here. Confirmed, per my source, 2 trailers are set for W2K23. Join the hype train. Yeah, well, we hope a trailer's expected. I hope that trailer's coming. You know? It's not like it's a stretch or a massive BS leak. It's something small. They're just saying that trailers are being set. Nothing too bad, right? Something that's common. Hey, a trailer's coming up for 2K23. Oh, yeah, I figured. Yeah, I'm just letting you know that there's going to be 2 trailers for 2K23. Oh, I expected we were going to get trailers. Maybe a teaser and a regular trailer. But thank you for letting me know. You know, that's just how he is. Hey, by the way, trailer coming, right? Not really breaking news. But don't you dare mock them. Element Games tweeted out a little sarcastic tweet, and they replied with, you don't have to be sarcastic and rude. Buddy, they're just pulling your leg, man. You know what I mean? Like, they're just pulling your leg. Joe Mashups also says, confirmed, per my source, 2K23 is going to be the game releasing after 2K22. And then Pro Wrestling Headline said, confirmed, per my source, you're an asshole. Dude, don't be so soft. They're just kidding around, man. They're just joking around. And then they say, to those who don't like me or mock me for my announcements and don't believe a word I say, don't come crying to me when those trailers drop. Cry to you for what, bro? We expect the trailers to drop. No one's mocking you because you're saying trailers are dropping. They're just playfully being sarcastic because you're tweeting the obvious. Yeah, we know trailers are going to be dropping. So they don't tweet out breaking news, which is a good thing. Unless you DM them. If you DM Pro Wrestling Headlines, they will let you know on some breaking insider knowledge. As you can see, a symbol here tweeted out a picture that they DM'd Pro Wrestling Headlines, and that's how they got the information for their video. So Pro Wrestling Headlines are not the type to just randomly tweet out breaking news, but if you DM them, they will let you know on some breaking news. This video right here by Assemble is the video where they talked about the insider knowledge they got from Pro Wrestling Headlines, the breaking exclusive news that they got from Pro Wrestling Headlines. This right here is the video in question. 98,000 views? Yo, Pro Wrestling Headlines. You wanna send some breaking news my way, bro? You wanna send some breaking news my way? Hey, nothing against Assemble, I get it. You know, we're content creators. We're gonna make videos on news and all that stuff. And we're gonna try and keep our subscribers informed with news and stuff. So yeah, nothing against them for making this video. I'm just mainly talking about the fact that Pro Wrestling Headlines apparently gave him some exclusive breaking info by just simply being DM'd and asked about. But like I said, Pro Wrestling Headlines isn't too bad when it comes to the fake leakers. That's why I'm talking about him third. And then finally, I didn't want to talk about them, but I might as well. We have WWE 2K23 news. Now, this is a Twitter that might actually be pretty legit because they constantly go against the fake leaks. You know, fake leaks everywhere. The leaks you've been seeing on Twitter over the past week or so are not leaks, simply fan making educated guesses. Don't fall for it, right? And they don't tweet random BS. Last thing they tweeted out was December 17th. There won't be anything notable until the end of January, which, surprise, surprise, ended up being true because Mike Straw Media just mentioned that we're going to see the first trailer at Royal Rumble. Exactly what WWE 2K23 news said right here. There won't be anything notable until the end of January. Royal Rumble is January 28th. So 2K23 news is definitely the more reputable one when it comes to actual 2K23 leaks. But Mike Straw Media would be your best bet for actual reliable news. They're not just going to spew random BS constantly. They're going to make an article about it when they get actual insider news. And they're not just going to spew random BS because, like I said, if you notice, none of these guys get DMCA'd. And that's exactly what would happen if they actually leaked information about the next game. Thank you for making it to the end of my video. I know that was a lot. I just wanted you guys to be informed with what these leakers are saying on Twitter. I just want to make sure that you guys are not being manipulated and are just being vigilant on how these 2K leakers move in the space. They just want clout. They just want followers. That's it. They will give you a whole bunch of this, but have no substance behind it. They'll give you what you want to hear, but there's just no proof. You know, you ask them, hey, is Eva Marie going to be in the game? Yes. Oh my God, I'm so hyped for 2K23. That's all they have to say is, yes, she will be in the game. But there's no proof, right? Like, imagine they posted a picture of Eva Marie's model and was like, she's in. Whoa, holy fuck. And then they deleted it real quick. You know, it's like, yo, holy shit, this person actually has images and shit, right? And if they end up getting anything right, like I said, getting 2 things right out of 30 doesn't mean you're a leaker. But to these fake leakers, getting those 2 things right, they drive that narrative, right? Oh, I got these 2 things right though last year. Guess what? I have insider knowledge on 2K24 now because I got these 2 things right last year. And the year before that, I got these 3 things right. Be smart, guys. Wait for the Royal Rumble. That's when we're actually going to see official news on 2K23. And these leakers will die off and then come back again for the next game. It's a repeating cycle. There used to be this account called Ribby, and that one was doing the same thing that King Antonio was doing. And that account got banned because of all the false information it was giving. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to give it a like, subscribe, notifications on, and I'll catch you in the next video. Video Steven out. Peace.